Marc, thanks for joining us today. I know we're here with the Surface Navy. It's a really important week for both of us, but today we're here to talk about our partnership. At Blue Water, we're designing autonomous ships for the Navy, and we've spent the last 2 years bringing what we think is the best technical team from robotics and other areas together to go deliver a capability that our U.S. Navy is asking for today, which is unmanned surface vessels, especially ones that can kind of cross the open oceans. As we spent the last 2 years working for best-in-class partners to help us do what the Navy's asking us to do, which is deliver capabilities quickly, we're really excited to announce a partnership with Damen.
Thank you, Rylan. Thanks for having me, by the way. So I'm the Chief Operating Officer for Damen Shipyard Group, and really pleased that we're looking into a partnership and starting this off. I think we have a great opportunity ahead of us. You're obviously a strong leader in autonomous ships and ships autonomy. And the Damen Shipyard Group, for many years, we've specialized in the series production for and standardized vessel production in that are really suitable for this type of functionality. Yeah. So what we're looking at here is a vessel that matches the need very well. X-bow design, very stable, can be mass produced, is a proven platform, very reliable. And I think together with your autonomous, all of the automation, sensing, and systems that you bring on, I think we can really create a platform that is going to serve navies very well.
Great. Yeah. Well, Marc, as I think about naval architecture, I think it's a mixture of both art and science. So first of all, I think this is just a beautiful ship. We love the X-bow design. I think it's built for both the open ocean in terms of a vessel that can handle different sea states and really cut through the water, that's built of steel, that's durable, which is totally in line with how we're thinking about our design principles as we want to bring capabilities to the Navy. But on the kind of science and engineering side, I think the partnership that our teams have had together has been remarkable in terms of being able to bring a parent hull design that's been proven that's out in the water, working with your teams to fit our technology on the inside.
Yeah. No, it's interesting you bring up the X-bow. We've just recently celebrated 25 years of X-bow designs that we've actually put out in the market. And it has over these years proven to be such a reliable asset in terms of stability for the vessel, comfort for the people on board, and we've applied this mostly to our fast cruise suppliers that have been throughout the years been very successful in serving the offshore market, nearshore, but also in Coast Guard applications. Yeah. And so also now bringing it to this type of platform, I think it will be really suitable to provide that kind of stability for the vessel, also the speed. And so very, very suitable. And we have already been looking at yards also that can build this, can mass produce this. Yeah. And I think we have the ability to put these out in large numbers in relatively short notice, because we got the platform available to do this. Yeah. So that's very good, and I think that combination together with the systems on board are going to be very valuable for navies worldwide, as you see more and more autonomous platforms are taking over pretty much all of in all fields of defense.
Yeah. And as we think about this project and starting construction this year, one thing that's unique about this is we're not only thinking about building one, we're thinking, as you mentioned, how do you make something that is easy to produce? And because you have a lot of experience building this type of vessel before, we've taken all your experience, made a couple minor tweaks, so this is actually relatively easy to kind of like physically put together. And so we expect to actually start construction on our second vessel this year and just start that serial kind of manufacturing, both for U.S. applications, and then what's exciting about Damen is I think there are actually a lot of other customers who would get really excited about this design and this technology.
Yes, and we sense that also in the market that navies are looking for applications that can actually surround their manned platforms and provide a much better protection. With smaller vessels that are, you can't say disposable, but at least that provide that much more, flexibility, lower cost, and still really truly provide some clear protection and teeth to the overall escadre that is out there.
Yeah. And I think to your point, this is a multi-mission ship, which can be used for a lot of different applications. But what's really important is that we think about, both the ease to manufacture and just relatively the cost point. And because this is a solution which you've used with other customers, we can already come in with a kind of a commercial mindset of let's keep the cost relatively low, because there's a lot of use cases for out there. But I think price is going to be one of those kind of differentiators where it's something that you're not buying one or two that you can buy a lot of and do a lot of different missions that are out there.
Yeah, correct. And costs are low. I think it's going to be a reliable, proven platform that can be brought to market fairly quick. So and in the numbers that are needed. So I only see pluses. So I'm excited about the partnership. I'm looking forward to bring this to multiple yards. I know we have some names already in the works and in the books that we have actually experienced with working with. So that shouldn't be any issue. Promising. We have some other exciting opportunities with navies in the U.S. In the Navy in the U.S. as well. We've recently made an announcement about some other great steps we're making. So all in all, I think is looking very good.
So Marc, as we look to bring in sort of some of the best partners that we can find that are worldwide, this is not your first project with the U.S. Navy, or even with the U.S. shipyards.
No. Thank you for asking. So one platform that has been a really successful program was the Sentinel class for the U.S. Coast Guard. We built over 60, I believe 65 vessels so far with Bollinger Shipyards, where we provided that design, that platform, and of course it was built, here in the U.S. by Bollinger. We worked also with other shipyards, with Conrad, for example. This platform we're looking to build with them, and they can probably put out about 30 of them a year on that with that kind of frequency. But recently we've been successful and selected by the U.S. Navy for the medium landing ship design that will be built at multiple yards, which is a Damen design that we've successfully sold already, and has now been selected by the U.S. Navy. We're really excited about that, and is also being considered by the Australian Navy at the moment. And we are going to be supporting the construction of that at probably 3 U.S. shipyards as well. So in the coming years, there's a lot of opportunity, lots of things going on, and we're very excited to see that we can continue to build kind of on the steps that we made so far and the legacy we made, and that the Sentinel success that we've had with the Coast Guard is going to lead, hopefully also with this platform to continued success.
Yeah, and I think that speaks to the strength of your team and the portfolio of different designs that you have that you can make available.
Yeah, I think so. We have of course strong design teams, but also we have teams at Damen that are very used to just fly in, fly out into and support shipyards in kind of turning that design and making sure that they can actually put that vessel together all the way up to commissioning. And if necessary, we actually provide all kinds of other support, like supply chain support. We can provide material packages or supply components and stuff like that. And we do that worldwide. Yeah.
And Marc, when I think about your team, I think about the fact that you're based out of the Netherlands, but you're really worldwide, and you have capabilities and capacity and yards like all over the world. Could you speak a little bit more to that?
Yeah, of course. The Damen Shipyards Group is about 35 shipyards worldwide. There are about 10, 11 of them repair yards, but multiple new build yards from Asia, strong presence in Vietnam, China, of course, Turkey, Romania. Our services, we service Damen vessels around the globe. We have multiple service hubs set up to do that. Locally as much as possible, and then through our Damen Technical Cooperation, we actually build vessels at partner yards, so to say. There are many countries, US included, whereby locally built is a necessity, either for legal reasons, political reasons, or and then in that case we provide full support to local shipyards to build our designs and our platforms. But of course, we can also build them ourselves at our own yards. That just depends on what the customer needs are. But we're set up to do that, provide that kind of support.
That's great, because we named the company Blue Water Autonomy because we're designing sort of autonomous ships for the open ocean, and our U.S. Navy operates globally, and so it's really exciting to hear about your global footprint, whether we need to do repair work or service work anywhere in the world, and all those yards have experiences with your designs, and so that really helps us to kind of scale pretty quickly.
Yeah, no, we have, and that's great. And we got service hubs from in Australia, Vancouver, Middle East, of course. So we cover a large part of the oceans, with our service. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's really impressive. Well, Marc, it's great to have you here this week, and thanks for taking a little bit of time out of your busy schedule to talk with me.
Thank you for the invite, and pleasure to talk to you.